Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Subnautica. Oh, what's this? A message?
This is Life Pod 2, coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface, but it's 500 meters straight up.
Really?
We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted. Out.
Well, I guess we have a new destination to go towards. So let's make another beacon. We got orange tablets we can make now. And reactor rods we could make. Okay, well, let's make a beacon. And then we'll find out wherever this new life pod is. Looks like Chief Transmission Officer use life pod. Okay. Everything is pretty well set up. We have some inventory space for us. Not a lot. But enough that we should be able to head on out and see what this has in store.
All systems online.
And this is actually a direction we haven't really gone yet. Because it's between Beta Base and the Great Mushroom Forest. So this might actually be what's underneath all the floating islands that we've kind of visited. So that'll be intriguing. We have the 900 meters we can go down to, which is good. Just need to be careful as we do venture forth. Whoop. Pass by the little hoverbug there. And actually, you know what? I'll quickly open up the not the voice log, the data bank, and we'll take a read into the crab squid that we did pick up. Here we go. The crab squid. This large predator can be found in deep waters where it lurks amongst the blood kelp and membrane trees in search of prey. You can employ a powerful electromagnetic pulse to defend itself. Okay, so blood kelp is what we were probably in there. 10 limbs feature different appendages for swimming, walking, hunting, and possibly even tool use. Creatures caught in its grasp are expertly butchered and quickly consumed. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So it's 10 different limbs on that one. Raise and other illuminated herbivores are its usual prey, and it will approach and attack any light source in the vicinity. Its EMP blast was likely developed as a response to predation by creatures with electrical hunting mechanisms. And its intelligence. While they appear to have large brains in resemblance to the intelligent squids of Earth, organs inside the creature's head is in fact its stomach, which it must fill with startling regularity. So basically, have your lights off and it probably won't bother you. And that's actually a stomach, not a brain. Okay. So as we go deep down, we want to turn the lights off to avoid them getting too suspicious of us or trying to come at us. I wonder if maybe that's why it went after the sea moth, was I left the lights on of it when I exited. Just a lot of reef backs making noise before we're going to start venturing out this way. It looks like it does slope down more. Oh, well, it did slope down until we have these rather tall... Yeah, this is definitely the area with the floating islands now. All the bone sharks, I think that's what they're called, or whatever. Yeah, bone sharks. They're a good sign that we're definitely beside them. So it looks like we want to go... Oh! There's more of those kelp, or the blood kelp that we did see before. I don't know, I feel ghost kelp would have been an interesting name, but I guess maybe not. Let's work our way down to the depths. Because we're really able to go deep now. Okay, we'll keep an eye for anything interesting on the route down. Oh, well, there's a familiar something. We'll try to be careful of that, and it's right over here where it went down entirely. So, oh, a depth module. That actually will be very helpful. And a PDA.
Flotation devices failed.
We're flooding. Evacuate.
Wait. I can reconfigure the O2 system to act as a bilge pump.
working.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, good news. We're alive and we've stopped sinking.
Bad?
The oxygen's going to run out in 30 minutes and we're 500 meters down.
What do we do?
We'll have to use the remaining juice to send a distress call and build whatever gear we can. Then we find a way to the surface.
You know, I see another crab squid over there. Well, we got a beacon here. And looks like a cavern of some sort. Oh, why are you freezing up on me? Okay, there we go. A cavern of some kind. Just like we're going into the maw of hell, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't...
Local scans show a nearby
No.
opening leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
I think we should have brought another beacon if we could, because this, I have a lot of interesting stuff in here already. There's a lot of interesting things in this area. Oh Lord, what is that thing? Okay. Hell, I said a lot of interesting things were here, and definitely interesting and big. Quite big. No. Oh, hello. There's actually something back here. Oh, and we're... I think I have... Yeah, I do have filtered water. Okay, we'll have that and see what's in here. This looks like another alien. Like, whatever the... Oh, amoeboid. It's an indigenous life form. Ooh, this is quite the chamber. Oh, and a gate of some kind, or another one of these structures. I don't have any cubes for it. We can do a little rush up here. Yeah, it's another one just like we found on the island, so I'm definitely thinking... No, but there's nothing... Nothing to power it here. Nothing's kind of popping up or lighting up, so maybe not. There's got to be some meaning to it, though. So I'm glad that we left the beacon by Life Pod 2, because I think it was pretty easy to find the mouth into this area. It's just that there's so many hostile things around us that it's going to make navigating or exploring a little difficult. But I suppose we made it down here, so we might as well do a little bit of exploring while we can. We've got plenty of food and water, so we don't have to rush out of here. So let's get back into here. Yeah, that is a big, long thing. So we'll try to skirt around it if we can. Oh, I see a gel sack. We need those for the aerogels. Ooh, that makes a lot of noise. Okay, well, more of the long leg things over here. Another spore sack, or... No, actually, maybe a couple? Oh, no, I can't even pick those up. Huh. That's odd. Okay. Nope, and looks like it goes even further from here. More gel sacks. Okay, we got those. Nope, now another little hiccup. Should be just a moment. There we go. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We still have good ways to go before we hit our crush depth. Although that said, we're starting to really push that now. Yeah, I think we're getting to the point where we are definitely going to be pushing that. Oh, just a sort of fall of sorts, but there is something in the middle there. Okay, I don't see anything around us right here, but there's quite a skeleton. Oh, very hot though. Leviathan skeletal remains. Sea dragon skeleton. The semi-intact skeletal structure of a Leviathan-class predator. Head trauma. There is clear evidence of massive physical trauma to the head. Damage so severe is likely the cause of death and must have occurred somewhere nearby. Damage is consistent with a high-speed collision with a solid object. Age. Something in the environment has helped preserve these remains, but calcium decay suggests an approximate time of death 1,000 years ago. Bone growth suggests the creature was in the egg-laying stage of its life cycle. So 1,000 years isn't very long in terms of things... Well, I don't think it's too long in terms of things going extinct or not. But... Oh, wow. Does the sea moth actually start glowing red around the edges when it gets somewhere too warm? Or was that just from... Huh, that was an odd little texture or color change on it. Okay, so maybe we'll work back towards Life Pod 2 now, just so we don't get too lost. Although... Oh! Yeah, these things are annoying. Oh, yeah, actually, you can see that. I don't know if the sea moth is going to be able to endure the temperatures or not, because it starts doing that, but we have our way to something else here. Oh. This is more of the same design that... Oh, okay, that took a moment to load right in there.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
A lot of damage done to this. Oh, I guess this is our way in.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within. Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Okay, so we need a purple tablet get into there, which I don't think I have. Do I? No, No, I still have the orange one. Okay, but we do have more of these cubes. And we can sort of slowly skirt through using the sea moth. Or, well, we could have. So this was meant to keep certain things... Ooh. An egg. Sea dragon egg. Well, I think we have our connection as to... Oh, and a rib cage. Rib cage samples. So I think this was probably what the sea dragon was ramming into. And so we go to the data bank again. To do alien data. Orange tablet. Resembling an N. Okay, nothing really much to read in that one. Nothing blueprints. Theory. Sea dragon egg. Is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without means that the facility to house fully grown sea dragon specimen is possible sought to study the egg laying and incubation process. And what end is unclear. And then, oh, okay, just kind of what's going on with us there. What did I want to see? Ribcage samples. Display case containing an array of rib cages harvested from indigenous life forms. Particular focus in this instance on vertebrate skeletal structures. While some of these skeletons match organisms encountered on planets so far, most cannot be matched with confidence, suggesting either they are species out there not yet accounted for, or they become extinct since they were collected. And we're going to have to go without the sea moth further into here. Oh, race specimens. So we've seen actually 2 of these already, and there's a third one there. Ooh, actually that looks like a lot of text to read, but I think we will just make a stop in here to read.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ray species on 4546b. The different species of ray indigenous to the planet each adapt to different environments. Specimens are 99%... That genetically identical? Oh no, these are from, I guess, today to those previous ones from the scan, suggesting rays in particular have undergone the evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have evolved deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting. A fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, like the results of overpopulation. All of them have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging and using poisonous flesh to protect themselves. Okay, so they all started out as a alpha carnivore, basically, but I don't really see the... Oh, really? Are you guys... You guys weren't picked up with the sample, so that's odd. Okay, well, let's keep going. Oh, what's this? Damage report. Refined detected facility perimeter, closing high speed, exterior anchor cable impact with massive force, system buckling, facility sinking. Collision with sea floor, breaches detected containment unit 7, Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated, 314 destroyed, 1 unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to off-site sanctuaries. Planting quarantine protocol initiated. And infected individuals may not leave the planet. And they've got... Oh, shit. I thought there was, like, a glass there. No, but... Okay. Skeletal remains. Remains of research specimen. Skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within artificial habitat. Environment construction specimen suggests kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates habitat once stored extends plant life, though since decayed. When facility collapsed, specimen was either left to die or killed on spot. Sounds like killed on spot. While it shares some skeletal traits with biters and sand shark, including distinctive double eye sockets, fossilized specimen is significantly larger, unusual forearms, rarely seen in aquatic species. Likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years. Evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond recognition. Oh, so that was another eye socket there, eh? Interesting. I wonder if we'll see some of this stuff make a return in below zero or not. We'll just do a little bit of going around to study. You know, for its size, this doesn't seem like a large enough containment or area to be able to house it. Like, it looks like it would have had a lot of trouble just managing to turn around. Ooh, I'll take that. And we'll... Ooh. I was going to say, is this a map of some kind? Maybe not. Okay, well, let's get more oxygen, and then we'll go further in. Okay, let's continue on. We got our quick little 802 fill up, and we want to go this way now. Well, and here we are into some...
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Biological matter. Warper parts. It did say that the warpers didn't seem to be organic creatures, that they were built, so this must be where they did that. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. So we found what seems to be... Okay, I'm wondering... I think I'm starting to piece this together more. Let's just snag that.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Okay, we'll do that.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to databank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Oh, and we... Oh. We started getting the blisters now too, just like the Degasi survivors had. That's creepy as all hell. Well, we'll get back into the sea moth. We have a message back at base. But we finally pieced together some more of the story. So this is where they were studying the infection. This is basically your hazardous materials and... yeah, basically your quarantine section to study the infection and try to find a cure, I believe, or how it was affecting the local organisms. The warpers are made, I think, to directly transport infected things to this facility, which is why perhaps they continue to roam about as they are. Let's read on, shall we? Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. This life form shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. Digestive pulmonary systems are replaced by an onboard battery, receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. So in other words, they basically run on wireless power to everything that's powering all the alien stuff on the planet. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by a central nervous system allowing construct to teleport at will, hence it's warping around. Brain and central nervous system digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. It's basically a cyborg hunter-killer, as it says down here. Programmable hunter-killer avoid. And organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely off-world. They're in varying states of augmentation with advanced tech. Production lines suggest these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, deployed by them there. And the contagion profile. Terminal contains data regarding bacterial contagions identified as Kara. First encountered during routine network expansion on outer worlds. Pandemic development. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion is uploaded to and spread quickly through core worlds. 143 billion individuals died because of the contagion. Attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Gradual immune system failure, green skin lesions, flu-like symptoms, unpredictable alterations to biological structure, and complete shutdown of executive function. Core worlds quarantine, bacterial samples distributed, isolated to disease research facilities for vaccine development. So that's probably what we're at, is one of these isolated areas. So maybe what we'll do is we'll leave this episode here, now that we've got a bit of a lore dump and just kind of got direction now. We've got to figure out how we can cure ourselves, even though it seems like the aliens might not have been able to do it for themselves. But a lot of exploration done this episode. Thank you all for joining me on another episode of Subnautica. If you do like the series or any of the content I put out, be sure to leave me a like or comment letting me know. I'm always hoping to hear from you guys. And I'll catch you again very soon in the next episode or video. Please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.